Hey there, my name is Stephanie. Thank you so much for visiting my channel today. I'm a holistic lifestyle coach, also an intuitive Reiki practitioner and a yoga teacher. And the purpose of my channel is to share wisdom that I've gained in holistic wellness during my own self-healing journey to help raise your consciousness. All the work that I do is all about optimal wellness. So my channel focuses a lot on movement, nutrition, energy. Those are my three focuses, but I also do these connecting to healing interviews with friends that I know who have knowledge about healing that I don't have, that I want to share with you. So keep an eye on my channel and make sure you subscribe and hit that little notification bell if you'd like to hear about the new videos that I'm posting. So today's focus is about somatic movement. Now, I've spoken about this before. There was a video that I did very recently about movement and the different types of concepts related to movement that I've learned over the years studying kinesiology and exercise science. I've believed in self-healing ever since I realized that no one outside of ourselves can heal us. This concept was actually expressed by Dr. Rayanne Corner in the Holistic Health and Healing class that I took for the Holistic Health Studies degree that I have. This realization was later solidified when I was in my Reiki training. My Reiki teacher told us that we must always ask permission to give the Reiki to a person. Permission is requested because from a healing perspective, if a person's not ready for healing, it gives them an out. Basically, it's up to you if you want to heal or not. You might be ready on a physical level to heal, but might not be ready on a mental, emotional, or spiritual level. Let me give you an example. So we get injured and, maybe it's an extremely traumatic injury and it causes severe limitation and there's all kinds of pain and suffering attached to that injury. What will happen is we begin to identify with that injury. We begin to take it in as part of our personality. And so as a result of that, it makes it next to impossible to release the injury, to release the trauma, the physical pain, and any mobility issues attached to it, because we're holding on emotionally to that experience so that, it becomes part of our story, it becomes part of our reality, it becomes part of our making. And so moving forward through healing, there may be resistance, there may be a block there. So the idea about self-healing is to allow yourself to be completely in alignment with your truth. This is when I became a self-healing specialist, when I realized how powerful our innate healing abilities truly are. With regards to that emotional and physical trauma, when we hold on to things, it's usually to our detriment. But what's interesting about the human reality and how we suffer, it's part of our makeup. It's how we function on this planet. It's how we survive our reality. We learn how to adapt. And amazingly, adaptable creatures. Humans are awesome in that way. We can adapt to almost any situation. This is a wonderful thing. However, as I mentioned before, can also be to our detriment, because if you're holding on to a physical trauma and you're struggling, you can't heal from it, you will experience a lot of suffering attached to that. I speak from experience. I have my own traumas, my own experiences that I've had in my life that have caused me to hold on to that suffering. So I can relate. And that's why this video is so important. Talking about somatic movement and somatic awareness, the idea that we can educate ourselves through our own movement and our own physical body is a powerful conversation. So please stay tuned. I have a lot to share today. So this week's vlog is about how to use somatic movement for pain relief. Previously, I've spoken about somatic movement, as I mentioned, and what I learned from Moshe Feldenkrais, Joseph Pilates, Thomas Hanna, and Katie Bowman. I'll link that video in the card here for you and in the description below. I wanted to dive a little deeper into somatic movement, what it means, and how it can be used to relieve your own pain. I personally use somatic movement every single time I practice yoga. So every time I'm on the mat, I first set an intention to pay attention to my body, listen to what my body is saying. I believe that movement can be one of our greatest forms of self-healing. This is the reason that I talk about it so much, and the reason that I wrote the book, The Love Warrior Fitness Manifesto. It's the reason that I have so much passion about exercise and movement in general. It's because we can heal through movement. It is documented scientifically, it has been studied extensively, and there is so much support for the concepts and the ideas of using your body for healing, using the physical muscle structures, the bones, the way that our bodies work, using those tools to help us move through a traumatic experience, to move through and remove the suffering that is keeping us from moving forward. Movement is usually self-motivated. So this is not something that is related necessarily to illnesses like Parkinson's. Those types of movements are not self-motivated. So that's not what I'm talking about. We usually choose the type of movement that we want to be involved in, such as certain types of sports, exercises, and when we practice movement, our bodies develop muscle memory. Muscle memory is this idea that your muscles remember how to move. So for example, when someone involved in competitive sports constantly practices, they're constantly moving in the same way over and over again, the body actually will remember those movements. And so the benefit of practice becomes when you're in that competition, your body automatically moves the way that you want it to. This is true in almost every type of activity where practice is the key to success. Playing an instrument, doing yoga, running, participating in sports, honestly, almost any kind of exercise. The more you do it, the more comfortable your body is with it, the easier it is to remember and pull it off and do it over and over again. Something that I love about my yoga practice is that it's automatic now. I've been doing it for 20 years, and my body just knows which way to move. It's a wonderful thing. Somatic movement gives us more feedback. It allows us to listen to our bodies and what our bodies need and bring us into greater harmony. So before we get into somatic movement and how it helps with pain, let's define it. Through a process of self-exploration, you must become the expert of your own functioning. This is the only path to true healing. This is honestly about paying attention to your body when you move. How to become more in tune with somatic awareness is up to you. How you do it is a process. It's first setting an intention and realizing that you can do it. You can pay attention. It is possible. Second, it's asking your body for guidance. Realizing that our body has intelligence, and when we tap into our body's intelligence, we're able to recognize the body can talk back to us. The body can share knowledge and information. We also have an inner knowing, intuition. Our intuitive abilities can actually help us with our somatic awareness. A good example about our intuition and how our body has guidance is muscle testing. If you've ever been in a physiotherapist's office or a chiropractor's office and they have you put your fingers together like this and ask you a question. It's a yes or no question usually, and depending on your answer, you'll be able to hold on tightly or you'll release. And it's unbelievable. Like, honestly, I recommend that you try this. Ask yourself, am I feeling pain today? And whether or not the answer is yes or no, am I feeling pain today? And yeah, I definitely am feeling pain today. Am I going to go skydiving today? And my body's like, yeah, no. It's really amazing. Muscle testing is not quackery. It's actually your body's intelligence. Your body knows, and it's giving you the answers that you are seeking. So trust your body. How to listen to your body when you move? It is truly about mindfulness. It's that moment to moment, paying attention, staying in the present moment, listening to the muscles and as they move, how it feels to move those muscles, tapping into each muscle system as you do these movements. So somatic movement helps relieve pain. And now we're going to dive a little deeper into Hanna Somatics education. And so Thomas Hanna published a book called Somatics, and this was one of those books that just moved me so much. I'm going to go ahead and give you a link to the Amazon resource so you can buy this book and read about it. There's also a website dedicated to Hanna Somatics, and I'll link that below as well. I got a lot of this information from their website, and I recommend, if you feel the need to learn more about somatic education, they actually do have online training programs to allow you to learn about somatic education. So here are the benefits of somatic movement. Release and reverse neuromuscular pain. That might be chronic or acute. Improve mobility, strength, and coordination. Improve posture and appearance. Eliminate the need for guarding to protect an injured area. Improve physical fitness. Create new freedom of movement. Easier breathing. Improved athletic skills. Long-term pain relief from a host of common conditions. Lifelong skills that teach you how to regain voluntary control of habitually tight muscles. That's a big one. Greater physical dependence and mastery of your movement. Increased flexibility, coordination, stress relief, balance, and proprioception. A safe and easy common sense alternative to drugs and surgery. What somatic movement is asking of you is to become aware of the sources of your pain, to take responsibility of your own healing, and to choose a path of self-reliance. The idea of self-healing and the way that we move into a self-healing practice, it's really about awareness. It's about allowing ourselves to be more in our alignment and to be more in our truth with regards to our physical body, recognizing that we are body, mind, and spirit. There is a lot of innate knowledge in these three aspects of our reality. And the more that we become in tune with these things, the more that we're able to make a difference and remove our suffering, as I've been saying. So the key takeaways of today's vlog are: somatic education is about mindful awareness. Ask your body for guidance. Our bodies have intelligence, and there are a ton of benefits of somatic movement. Here's that graphic again. Primarily, the reason I wanted to share somatic movement, and specifically Hanna somatic education, is because it helps with neuromuscular pain and limited mobility. This is something that affects hundreds of thousands of people all over the planet. So choosing the path of self-reliance and taking responsibility for your healing, it's really about taking that first step. When I first realized that I had more responsibility to do my own healing practice, it was a powerful moment, and it really changed the course of my life. And so I highly recommend that you take strides in this direction. Thank you for listening today. I appreciate this journey, being able to make Wellness Wednesdays with Stephanie videos. I'm having so much fun with this. I truly hope that you've learned something today. And if you've enjoyed my presentation about somatic movement, please hit that like button. It helps YouTube know about what people are interested in, and it really helps my channel if you subscribe and you share it with your friends. So if you found something really powerful, please do put this video on your social media. My name is Stephanie Buckland, and I feel very, very blessed to share my wisdom on YouTube. If you'd like to support my channel and my own self-healing journey so I can keep bringing you this amazing content, please give me your feedback in the comments below and subscribe to my Patreon. That will be linked in the description. All of my links for my socials are also included below, but if you search for the #1 Love Warrior, you will find me. I am all over the social medias, and I really do love to share all of these things, not just here on YouTube, but everywhere. So you'll find me, and hopefully you'll be as inspired as I am. So, blessings to you. Namaste.